Hello again and welcome to Ndudu by Fafa.
Hello everyone, my name is Fafa Gilbert and welcome to my creative African cooking channel Ndudu by Fafa. Ndudu means food in the Ewa language from Ghana. Now today on the menu I'm actually taking it to the Middle Eastern part of the world. Yes, the first time I ever tried this was with a girlfriend that we did go out for dinner and it was incredible at this Lebanese restaurant. What am I talking about? It's called Kibbeh or Kibbeh. I hope I'm actually pronouncing it correctly, but if not, do forgive me. But what it is this beautiful cracked wheat or Bulgar wheat that's stuffed with meat and fried, or you can actually bake it. It's so delicious and is a must-try recipe. So this is the first time I'm ever making it. So now let's see how it goes. Of course, I'm going to add my twist.
So you will need your crushed wheat or Bulgar wheat, or you can use the Ghanaian wheat as well. And you need to soak it for at least about 15 minutes and extract all the water out of it. So you need it moist, and then transfer your Bulgar wheat into your food processor or anything that you can actually blend this mixture with. So after transferring your Bulgar wheat or your preferred wheat into your food processor, add your salt to taste, and I'm also adding some cumin seeds, which would give it this aromatic taste. To that I'm also adding some onions, and I'm going to be blending this together. But before I do so, I'm just going to crush or mill some fresh black peppercorns to add to this mixture. And then, yes, you saw that. So I'm actually using minced lamb here, and I'm adding some minced lamb. So that would actually bind this mixture together. Now, of course, I don't even know why I placed it in the small part of my food processor, so I had to actually put in the larger part to allow the mixture to happen. So I've blended this into this beautiful smooth paste, as you can see here. And now I'm actually going to cover it with a cling film, and I'm actually going to put it in the fridge for at least an hour. This would actually help it to bind perfectly. Now I'm actually going to move to my minced lamb. So to my frying pan, I've actually just added some oil and onions, and I'm just going to fry this gently for about 2 to 3 minutes. Yet again, just remember that this is also on a medium heat because I want to actually intensify the flavor of each ingredient that I do add. So I'm also adding some cumin seeds to the onion, which would actually make it more aromatic. So yet again, on a medium heat, I'm frying this for about 2 to 3 minutes. And then I'm adding my chili. I definitely have to add my chili. Now this is optional, absolutely. And just frying this, and this just looks golden and perfect. Now I'm going to add my garlic. Just crushed about 3 cloves of garlic to add to this mixture, and also fry gently for about a minute. You don't want the garlic to burn, because immediately it burns, it actually then has this bitter taste, which is like a big no-no. At this point, I'm actually adding my minced lamb, and I'm going to fry this for about 4 to 5 minutes because I'll be cooking this further as well. Now at this point, you can actually add some pine nuts, but I didn't have any, so I did omit it. So yes, if you add some pine nuts, that would be great as well. It gives it that extra texture as well. So yeah, so I think I'm actually looking okay here, and I'm adding my salt to taste, obviously, as you do. And just frying this for about a minute. It's nice and moist and perfect. So at this point, this actually looks perfect, and now I'm going to add some tanginess to this recipe. So I'm adding a teaspoonful of sumac. Now sumac is this berry that actually has this lemony taste, and it actually works perfectly with this dish. So just add that. That's optional. That's not an original recipe, but of course, as I said, I'm actually making this with my own twist. Now to add more twist to my dish, I'm actually adding some chopped mint and parsley, which works perfectly with this dish. So you've got the sumac, which is tangy, and then you've got the refreshing taste of the mint. Now that you've cooked this, leave it till it actually cools down, and now we're actually ready to mold. So what you do is just scoop a handful of your Bulgar wheat mixture. So bear in mind, it's also got some of the meat in there as well. And then you roll it into this beautiful oblong shape. So you just roll in between your palm, as you can see here. And then also insert your finger in water, because you would need some water to allow you to do this, to create this beautiful pocket. So you create that pocket by actually inserting your finger in and moving everything sideways, as you can see here. And then just scoop some of your minced lamb into the middle and push it down, and then seal it. So as you can see here, I've actually just pushed it all together and then yet again rolled it into the beautiful oblong shape. So you need to actually repeat this process. So ensure that your minced meat is actually stuffed in the middle of this, as you can see. I had to take the gloves off because it was just fidgety. And so this is me showing you right way. So now as well, if you actually dip your fingers in water, it allows you to actually mold this perfectly and it doesn't stick to your finger. But do ensure that your hands are clean if you're actually dealing with this way without your gloves. So yes, you see I'm just creating that pocket that's just perfect. And as I said, I'm repeating that process, just adding some more of the minced lamb and then pushing it down, and then I'll seal it. So there we go. Push it down. There we go. And then you just seal it and then roll it in between your fingers to actually cover that and just create that beautiful shape. You can actually have it in a bowl shape if you wish, or you can actually have this oblong shape as well. Whichever way, just be creative with it. And this recipe actually inspired me to actually do the stuffed wache recipe. Yes, I know, you won't believe it. It was delicious. So yeah, we have it. It's perfect and it's nice. So repeat the process until yet again you actually have used up all your ingredients and you have the perfect shape. Now at this point, you need to actually refrigerate your beautiful parcels in the fridge for at least an hour. That would firm everything up and hold everything together. And once you're ready, you can then decide to fry it or bake it. So I've divided it in two, and I'm actually going to bake half of it and I'm also going to fry half of it, and then decide which actually ones that I do prefer. So with this, all I've just done is actually drizzle with a little bit of olive oil, and I'm just brushing it all around it, and then preheated my oven to 180 degrees and placed this under the oven for 35 minutes, and that just cooked perfectly. Now I'm actually on to frying. So you place your wok with your preferred oil, and you heat your oil up for about 4 minutes on a medium heat, because you need to maintain this regular heat all the way through. And then just add your kibbeh individually to your hot oil. Now I'm going to fry this for about 7 to 8 minutes on that medium heat. And once it's browned and perfect, you know that it's cooked. Look how beautiful this is. That's just perfect. So yes, remove your kibbeh from your hot oil and drain it in your colander or on a kitchen napkin to actually get rid of any excess oil. And then you have it. You can actually serve this with some yogurt or raita or tzatziki, or you can actually try it with some tahini, which is like this beautiful sesame paste. So here I do have my first kibbeh recipe. I hope you've actually enjoyed this as much as I did, because I'll tell you what, it actually went down a storm. It was finished. Now I will leave the transcript of this recipe, including the list of ingredients and measurements, on my blog ndudubyfafa.blogspot.com, so do check it out. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter as Ndudu by Fafa, so do pass by and say hi. Until next time, take care of you, be nice, be beautiful, and guess what? I love you.